Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. It doesn't matter what time your zone you're in, you're watching me chilling with Millen live at 6:05. That's right, it's 6:05 in the morning for me. I just woke up about an hour ago, and man, did I have a show ready for you today. But circumstances beyond my control. Good morning, Mammy Mouse. How are you this morning? Glad you could make it into my live show. Look at the mess I'm in is basically what I'm going to change the freaking name to. You have no idea how frustrated I am this morning. I am just way more chill. I am way more milling than chilling right now, and I'm going to tell you why. You were on there last night. You saw what happened. You saw that I had my OBS all set up just the way I wanted it. I had a beautiful screen and everything was going great. And guess what, guys? At 6:01 this morning, when I was running that nice little intro, hey, with all that beautiful stuff on OBS, at 6:01 this morning, my computer decided it's gonna crap out on me. And now I'm staring at a dead bricked screen. So I've got zero computing power in this good old Acer left. But hey, my name's Mike Millen, and you are chilling with Millen right now because I always think five on the fly. I'm looking at you on my Samsung phone and I got my Lenovo laptop, so I am still ready to put on a show. So don't you guys be concerned. But it's not the show I wanted to put on. Guess I gotta be more chillin' than millin' right now. So I'm just gonna try to open up the chat room because, like I said, I've had 4 minutes to set this up. And open up the chat room if you want to leave a chat. Ba, 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 ba. If you want to leave a chat, and do me a huge favor, guys, make it as easy for me as possible. Leave a chat with your horoscope sign. Just drop your horoscope sign. And just give me a few seconds to catch up on the chat. I know you're saying something there, Lacey, but I need to open it up in the big screen down here. And we'll go from there. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. That's comments. Don't want that. Slide that over. Where's my chat? Let's play. That's funny. It was just so came at the right time too, guys. It just came at the right time. Yeah, I'm looking at literally 6:01. My computer dies. It's still a black screen, and there's no way I'm gonna fiddle with it with you guys, with anybody in the chat room right now. But it came at just the perfect time because hey, Jelly Duck, how are you doing? Glad you're in the room. And Mammy, I'm sorry, I can't see what you're saying on my phone right now. So just give me a second to get the comments up down here, and I'll respond to your comment 100%. But like I was starting to say, it couldn't have come at the most perfect time, guys. I don't know if you know who Clint Moore is, and I hope you do because. Serving from my home. Hey, Lacey, I had a great weekend. I don't know if you know who Clint Moore is, but I wake up every morning and I choose a content to watch, and I sit down, I enjoy my coffee, like everybody knows who's been coming in here every day. I enjoy my coffee, and lately it's been a little bit earlier, and yeah, that's right, Jelly Duck. And his video popped up because I have his bell rung, and his video popped up. I quit. And I'm like, dude, what's going on? And yeah, I watched the video in full, and yeah, it was a little bit of a clickbait, but he basically is a very frustrated young man right now, and I think he needs not just our support on YouTube, not just you know what? I think he needs to come to the point to realize that he's done more for this community than he knows, and we do appreciate him, his subscriber counts and all that kind of stuff. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go over to that video, Clint Moore, that says he quit. And if you've seen it, drop a comment. He's actually one of my most one of my most favorite personalities on YouTube because he is so real. Oh, look, my computer's working on updates. It's 77% complete. Don't turn off your computer. Oh boy, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, Jelly Duck, he is awesome. Um, I want to see uh, Manny. I want to see her comment, but I can't get that stupid chat to come up. Sorry, guys. And look, this is not. I literally, this is a 5 on the fly setup for me because I knew I had 4 minutes to go on the air because if anybody's waiting, I got nothing. So 4 minutes, 4 minutes I had to set up my Samsung phone, put it in a position that I was happy with, and start talking to you guys. I had, oh my goodness, I've got cue cards, I've got camera one, camera two, camera three, all set up in my OBS. Mammy Mouse, Jelly Duck. If you're in the room and you can drop a link for Clint Moore, go ahead and do that. But Mammy, I would encourage you to go back onto Clint Moore's channel. He's done something that a lot of YouTubers, including myself, have done. He's grown on YouTube, and there is no shame in that whatsoever, my friend. No problems. What I'm trying to get at, Clint, is keep at it. You're at your 860 or 842 or 821 or 896. I hate math, and I hate the numbers of subscribers, and I hate that drive to push for subscribers, and I hate that drive. Peter Deli, I'm doing fine. I'm just having a little rant. I'm a little bit more milling than I am chilling right now, so I'm just gonna settle down and relax for a second. You have no idea what kind of a morning I had or a weekend, and but continue on with what I'm saying about Clint Moore. He's got some amazing skills, guys. He's got some amazing skills. Yeah, he looks like he's up and coming, and he absolutely is. And he's getting frustrated that he's not seeing his numbers rise up. Because he's putting out content every day, and he's pressing the flesh, and he's hitting the concrete, and he's moving on and on. Now, I saw part one of I Quit, and I'm very anxious to see part two. But I've got my show to put on. Hey, Jamin Show's in the house. How's it going, Jamin Show? Well, that's new. Thanks for coming by, Jamin Show. This isn't quite what I had expected this morning, and I'll tell you why. But I've already said it, so the show must go on. So what I need you guys to do, and I had this set up on my home screen, was really quickly. Okay, no problem, Jelly Duck. Next time I go live, if my computer, which is now starting up again, works, next time I go live, I'm going to make you a moderator because I need those kind of links for you guys to do that. Yeah, that's his new channel name, Vape Moore, and his actual channel name is Clint Moore. So just try to find Clint Moore in there, and he's just a kid that needs some help, guys. He needs some help, and I don't mean go over there and subscribe to him and go. He just reach out to him and let him know that we know what. Oh, you stupid computer! We know what he's going through, and and I will gladly sing that for you because I'm in the mood. I am just in the mood to say, let it all go. I spent 14. Thank you, Lacey. Thank you very much. That's thank you very much, Mammy Mouse. You got 2 links up there. I'm hoping that's for Clint Moore. I'm in the mood this morning after I watched that heartfelt, straight from his brain, just like I do, straight from his brain, right straight to YouTube for everybody to watch how he was feeling. And I thought, you know what, we got to reach out to Clint Moore. We need to rally the troops. And here I am. I'm just a 300 subscriber channel, and what am I going to accomplish? I got 0 skills on Twitter and 0 skills on Instagram. I'm just learning it all, but I'm not doing it so that I can press the flesh and gain my subscribers. I'm doing this because I'm having fun, and I'm hoping that you guys are too. But he needs his help. He needs some help. I think he came to the realization that that it's hard work. And here's a tip I have for you. Thanks a lot. Clint Moore rocks, yes, and he can draw very well. He's a very multi-talented guy, and he's the same as me. My content is all over the place, but I don't care. It's the YouTube algorithm that says the hardest thing to do is to run a variety show. Well, guess what? I want to run a freaking variety show. And guess what the first words in my channel are? It's my channel. If I want to do a nice, slow, chillin' video of leucistic kingbirds flittering around in the swamp because I'm having a peaceful morning and I want to share that with you, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. But if I want to be more milling than I am chilling and talk to you and have a nice little cup of coffee and get my day started with a real kickstart, then that's what I'm going to do too. And if you don't like this, then just go over and watch the other thing, or all that kind of stuff. My channel rules. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Come on, I'm just having fun, guys. Raymond Doom, thanks for coming in. I can't really read your chats right now because I got zero eyesight. Thanks, Jelly Duck. I appreciate all your support there. I hope you do the same for Clint Moore. And I'm thinking my next video content, my next upload or whatever is going to be me throwing my computer 50 floors out this freaking building and watch it smash on the ground, because I swear I had a beautiful OBS layout show ready for you, and at 6:01 this morning my computer decided to brick on me. Well, I wouldn't say brick. It's welcoming me back just like a friendly little minion from space. I hate these computers and technology. I seriously do. And I'm seriously thinking that that's taught me something. At 6:01 this morning, I had a beautiful layout. I don't know if the opening screen shows up on my channel or what. I have no idea. A beautiful thing going on. Just gonna start using on. Well, you know what? It's one of those things. It's one of those things that's what helped grows it. Yeah, that's what helped grows your channel. That's what helped grows your channel, and that's what the fun. That's the fun part. You could see the light. You could see the light go on in my eyes. And me using more milling than chilling, or more chilling than milling, that wasn't the first time last night. It was in a conversation, a private conversation, on Google Hangouts that I was having with Glenn Moore about tonight's show. Glenn has invited me onto his panel tonight to I don't know. He's invited me on his panel for some reason. He's oh man. See, and if I was on OBS, I'd take a little break right now. No, just kidding. Glenn has invited me onto his awesome show tonight, and I hope you guys stop by and check it out. Cabin Life with Glenn and Marine is what it's called. Please, any of my moderators out there, drop a link for Cabin Life with Glenn and Marine, and leave my channel for a second. Go click subscribe on Cabin Life with Glenn and Marine, and come on back here, and I'll tell you why. Because these guys are amazing. Morning, Inspired John. Good morning, Inspired John. Inspired John, you know what? We got to rally the troops, buddy. We got to rally the troops. I got to be more milling than chilling on this one. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to use that. I love it. I freaking love it. And it's one of those things that just came right out of my head. So yeah, I'm going to be more chilling than milling on this. I'm going to be more milling than chilling on this one. We need to rally troops. We need to show some real support for Clint Moore. We need to get him over that 1,000 mark, and we need to do it stat, because this guy is hurting. He needs our help, and he is one of the most, community supportive guys that I've ever seen. I've just watched part 1. Hopefully part 2 was, hey, just kidding, guys, because I do not want to see this guy stop what he's doing. He can start multiple channels as far as I'm concerned, but he needs real support. He doesn't need somebody to go over there and click subscribe and say, I support you. He needs to talk. He needs to talk to people. He needs to work his way through this kind of stuff. And I'm totally open to having a conversation with you, Clint, and talking about the frustrations of monetization and the frustrations of what you're up against on YouTube, because I see this I see this YouTube this YouTube thing as the exact same thing that I went through back in the 80s, in that back in 1989 when I started um, you know, thinking I was going to be a wildlife photographer. You know what? My instructors in college told me that you want to make money with your camera, be prepared to scratch and claw and kick and scream in the dirt for 10% of the income that is available to you as a photographer. And I thought, what do you mean by that? He goes, well, 90% of the income is being made by 10% of photographers, and 10% of the income is being made by the rest of the photographers. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but the way he, he was a visual guy. The way he laid it out for me was like this. He said, pretend there's $100 available to photographers, okay? 10 of those photographers are going to get $90 each, and 10 of those photographers are going to get $90 each, and 90 of those photographers are only going to get to share $10. So that's and I see this in YouTube. There's huge people out there. There's huge people out there making their fortune on YouTube, like they said. And I haven't got a clue whether I haven't seen a chat or a comment, so I could be talking to dead space right now, and you guys are thinking, oh man, you gotta go back to chilling because you're way more milling right now, and 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 that was just a little rant of mine. Just I'm not doing this. All right, good. Part 2 is out. Inspired John, I love Clint too. I absolutely love Clint. As a matter of fact, I spent the standard 4 to 5 hours rendering a video that was exclusively made for Clint to say thank you for what he did for me at my lowest point in YouTube and making me realize why I was doing this. I'm doing this because I'm having fun. And I may look more milling than chilling right now, but believe me guys, I am having fun. The fact that my computer went down this morning at 6:01 and I had a fantastic live show with OBS all set up and my computer bricked, that take it on the fly. Because I just went, oh, you know what? I got 4 minutes to figure out how I'm going to go live. I guess I'm doing my 5 on the fly package, which is, I'll do a gear review with you sometimes and show you. I'll do a 5 on the fly. I'll just get out my Samsung phone and do what I've done up in the lounge for 2.5 weeks to establish this little pattern of mine. And here I am on the Samsung, just me and the Samsung. In the chat room, what I was trying to start with to keep the conversation going was your horoscopes, and just give me a second, guys, to catch up to myself. I want to keep the conversation going, but after watching Clint Moore's part 1, I was really like it really touched me. I could see the frustration in the guys, I could see what he's going against, and I deal with it myself. I literally do. Sometimes I get a little bit too obsessed with something, and it takes a lot of my energy and all that kind of stuff. Makes me giggle every time you say it. Reminds me of when I sing naughty songs in the car for my kids, and it faded away. I hate that. There's an option. Didn't quite get to read the whole comment, and can't bring it up on here because I don't know why. I'm stupid technology. I'm. It's the worst thing about me. Give me a good 35 millimeter camera. Yeah, that's right, 35 millimeter. Give me a good 35 millimeter camera, say a Pentax K1000, that didn't need batteries. Like, imagine that, guys. A 35 millimeter camera that did not need batteries to operate. It was 100% manual. We called it the workhorse of the day. It was a K1000. I freaking love that. Yes, it did have batteries for it, but if your battery died, that meant that you had to switch over manually. You had to guess at how big you wanted your aperture. You had to guess at all that kind of stuff. Just by knowing your lighting situation and all that kind of stuff, you could still take pictures without a battery because it was a manual shutter opening, and it was the workhorse. Give me that any day over anything. But please don't take away my Samsung S9 because man, this thing saved my life. It doesn't make for a super, like what I see in my head kind of show. The OBS that I had set up this morning was fantastic. Literally, it was fantastic. I was very proud of the work that I did in that OBS, and I hope to share that with you sometime soon. Hopefully, all those settings were saved because I know it did work. Mammy can attest for that. I had it all going tickety boo, right up until 6:01 this morning. And like supporting and ring does no. Oh, Raymond, you came back from his channel. That's awesome. That is awesome. I'm catching like very few of your chats. I'm literally doing tickety boo. Yeah, absolutely. You've never heard that one? Everything was going all tickety boo. Uh, it was going great. I was like, hey, the stick was on the ice, and I was skating at top speed, and I was headed for that hat trick, and it was going great. Yeah, yeah, that's right. By and thousands of reasons that I can say, thousands and thousands and thousands of sayings from Canada. Must be nearly 500. Uh, but it just goes to show me this is why I like doing this. It was like it kind of reminds me of when I was back in my theater days when the curtain opened and spotlight's on and you got to say something. If you've forgotten your lines, you got to be pretty quick on your feet. You got to be able to come up with what the uh, uh, no, that's you got to be able to do this sort of thing. So I so I did. So I did, and I'm happy for that. I haven't seen any horoscopes come up, so I'm literally thinking to myself, hey, you guys don't want your horoscopes read? Because, man, I get a kick out of reading them, and oh my God, yes, more of that. You want your horoscope read? Well, Aussies have more ways of saying, yeah. You know what? You know what? You do give us a run for our money when it comes to sailors. I mean, oh, so I got the privilege of hanging out with a waitress from Australia while I was working up in the Arctic Circle, and we'd have regular conversations all the time. We'd hang out in the back kitchen staff doing dishes and collecting our divvying up our tips, and got to know her pretty good. And some of the sayings, I was like, "By what the heck?" What? Where's that coming from? What the swirly gig and the oh my God. Um, I just caught that one. Oh my God, I love it when my yeah, absolutely. And I get what Yankee's saying about capitalizing my name. And if you really want to get my attention, my mother calls me Michael. She won't be in the house this morning. He's got an accent. I'm sorry, guys. I'm laughing at Peter Deli's comment. There's an axe right there, and I know where it is. There's an axe right there, and I am definitely either going to throw this thing off the 17 stories or 18 stories or 50. Yeah, 50 would be awesome. We can watch the parabolic curve as it swoops towards the street and causes yet another traffic accident on the main corner of Ontario and Burnham Floor. Um, but yeah, the axe. That's a great idea. Hmm. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. The old mind's just thinking right now. But unfortunately, it's the only computer I got, and it is winking at me saying, "Hey, would you like to allow the following program to take over your life and inherit your firstborn child?" And oh no, that's oh goodness, no, yeah, it's consuming my life, people. No, do you want to allow the following program to make changes to this computer? Um, I need a minute to think about it, guys. What do you think? Should I allow the following program to make changes to my computer? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call up my son Josh and say, Josh, you know that IS3 fifth generation processing machine um, that you were talking about. Yeah, you bet you would. You bet you would like to see me destroy something. Man, I go at it with a vengeance. I am way more milling than chilling when I start destroying things. Trust me. As a matter of fact, if you want to see me, actually, you know what? It wasn't a great video, but you can go back in my content, and the one that's called scrapping, I was just like super excited. Uh, I was super excited that I picked up 700 pounds of scrap aluminum, but the things had needed to be dang things needed to be torn apart. Like it was framing and a lot of stuff like that needed to be torn apart. Little screws need to be taken out of it. And I said, you know what? I'm just gonna try doing a little video here, but working, like actually working and doing something is impossible when you're distracted by what you look like on the camera or what you're doing for the audience to make it a show. I would literally I have to set up for uh, replacement plan. This computer, well, I can replace it where I got it, the dumpster. Yeah, are you kidding me? No, don't worry about it. I'll drop $300 on another laptop and start all over tickety boo. It'll be fun. Yeah, I said tickety boo just for you guys. Yeah, I'll start all over tickety boo and not worry about it. It's just a laptop, guys. It's just an Acer 3-year-old laptop, and I've been begging it to do way more than it can for about 6 months now, and it's finally just said, you know what, I've had enough. And maybe partly it was my fault. Um, yeah, maybe it was partly my fault that I am trying to make this thing do way too much, and it's too old. I probably have more processing power in my Samsung S9 right now than I do in my laptop. So yeah, I got to stop and think, what do I want to do? And right now, axe meets computer equals awesome video. You might be right. Yeah, and that's gonna be fun. But hey, back to it. The live show that I had planned. Basically, this is it, guys. I've been popping around from the lounge to the lounge to my living room to all that kind of stuff. Simply because this office that you see right now, this office is a shared facility for Christina and I. Christina is a travel. She books tours. She's a travel agent part time, and so she needs some space to talk to her clients. And so I do all my editing and all that kind of stuff on my laptop in the second bedroom, and we have a nice desk in there. It's all laid out, but. Yeah, I can definitely play you a song someday, Peter. But it would probably take me about 20 minutes to tune that guitar. I haven't touched that guitar in probably about 6 months now, and I will definitely sing in the chord of either C or A or F or G. C, A minor, F or G. So yeah, I could definitely do something like that for you, but not right now because it needs to be tuned, and I definitely want to. I definitely want to share some of that kind of crap with you because you know what? I don't care if you're a bad singer, just as long as you sing loud. That's my opinion. And I wish I could see your comments a lot more. I just probably dropped 5 people, but you know what? I don't care. I'm having fun, and it's gonna be fun growing this little live at 6:05 segment every Monday to Friday. Um, you have a Chromebook and you love it. Um, Yes, you have a Chromebook and you love it. I'm gonna talk to my son. He's a guru. He minored in computer science, and he's helped me a lot along the way. If he ever jumps into the chat room, you'll see him. I think his channel name is, or his Google name is Iron Spidey, because he started his channel when most kids do, right in the middle of the greatest thing in the world is this new Iron Man Spider Man thing. So his code name is Iron Spidey. Trying to get him to change it to the other chillin' or something like that, or son of chillin', or just to keep it in the family, guys. But yeah, speaking of that, it's oh cool, that's nice. It's 6:33, and the sun is getting low. It's getting real low. It's time for me to gather my thoughts and tell you what I really think. It's time to be more chillin' than millin' right now. I can't even watch myself do that. Can't even watch myself do that. Hey, hello, we got somebody new in the chat room. It looks like Wrestling. Wrestlemania is in here. Peter Daly. Yes. Hey, man, I wish my dad was as cool as you. Oh, that's so sweet. Thanks, Mimi Mouse. Hey, you know what? Excuse me, just a second, guys. I'm just me. I'm just me, and this is it. And my only advice to any of you guys, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna look you straight in the eye. Look you straight in the eye. And where's the camera on this thing again? I'm gonna look you. Where's the camera? Hang it. Bottom right. Is that it? I'm gonna look you straight in the eye and tell you I am not doing this for monetization from any living person out there. Not one person needs to drop $1 in my PayPal or do this. I'm doing this seriously because I'm having fun. Okay, that's the bottom line. Just having fun. I gave my YouTube channel its first content. I uploaded my first video on my 50th birthday, and I started to learn on my 50th birthday. I'll turn 51 next April because, as most of you people know, I'm an Aries. So it's been less than a year, and I've been doing this, and I think I found something that's really, really fun, and that's why I'm doing it. Now, having said that, if Canon wants to sponsor me for $100,000 a year just to drop a few words in my videos about how great I love Canon, how Canon is awesome, and Canon can do this and Canon can do that, maybe I'll consider, sponsoring them. But as far as monetization and a paycheck from YouTube goes, there's no money in this, guys. Do it for the fun. Do it for the fact that you're learning things. Do it for the fact that I've learned so much stuff. My brain has been filled with so many cool things at my age. No, Raymond, I'm 50. No, stop. You look younger than my dad, and he's 45. No, thanks. I'll tell you why. And that just totally throws the conversation off. And the fact that I had to lean way in to see it should tell you that my eyesight's pretty bad. and the chat on my S9 only comes up for a second, and then it goes away. And if I try to screw with it, then I'm throwing my fingers in your face, and I don't want to do that. I just want to run a conversation. But I'll tell you why I look so young and the way I do. Well, there's this little trick we Canadians have. It's called oh my god, I gotta make this up. I'm told this is a tall tale, by the way. This is why I look so young. The little trick that we Canadians have is called it's called living in the tundra. So basically, when you live north of the Arctic Circle, which I did for 5 years, you'll sometimes go out for a walk, and then all of a sudden the sun will be shining really bright, and the tundra will melt underneath you. So there might be a 6 or 7 foot pool that you got to try to avoid. So if you're walking in the summertime, especially, the sun is super hot and it's not going down. So those little parts where the tundra starts to melt, and it'll create about a 6 foot drop. And if you happen to be walking along and drop into that water, well, you could all of a sudden lose the sun, like cloud cover could come over, and you'll instantly freeze. So I think about 20 years ago, I fell into one of those, and I just thawed out last year. So I got 15 years on a 50-year run. My birth certificate. I'm just kidding, guys. There is no such thing as instantly freezing to save your soul. But I like telling that story when people say, "Oh, you look so young." Well, you know what, guys? You should see my mom. She's 70 years old, and she's running along tickety-boo. She's awesome. And she can't be in the room right now because she's taking care of family business. But so basically, you were right. You've been refrigerated. Absolutely. You're basically right. Yeah, I was refrigerated for 5 years in the Arctic. No, I don't know what it was. Yeah, you know what? There's a million factors, genetics and all that kind of stuff. But it doesn't matter how good how young the outside of the package looks. Trust me, inside this body is a 50-year-old man, and he's not 20 years old anymore. I may act like it sometimes, but man, the energy that I had when I was 20 compared to right now, oh my gosh, you have no idea. But I'm still that and I'm still loving doing this. Still loving doing this, and this is giving me my energy back. That was the best 50-year-old birthday present I could ever do was upload content to YouTube. But guys, it's what time is it? Oh, it's only 6:39. Man, I've been going on for almost 30 minutes now with so basically, yeah, man, I cannot imagine you at 20, you pinging off the walls at 50. Well, you're right, and my mother had a handful. Seriously, she had a handful. I'm so glad that my kids did not turn out like me. I was zoom zoom zoom. All right, Raymond, you take off, get some sleep. I totally envy you. I wish I was going back to bed at 6:05 in the morning. Oh, right, it's not that time for you. Got to learn that internationally. All right, bye, Raymond. Everybody say goodbye to Raymond. He's awesome. He comes in here, hangs out with me. He's one of my well, I think there's three in the room right now. Am I talking to three people? Yeah, big deal. I'm talking. But yeah, go over there and support Raymond, show him a little bit of love, and have a good night, guy. Um, so yeah, where were we, guys? Where were we? What what should I talk about next? I had literally had you have no idea. I had a beautiful show laid out, and it was gonna tie me back to one of my first videos. It was gonna tie me back to one of my first videos that I created, and I was gonna tear it apart basically, and have a lot of fun with it, and show you guys, hey, look what I've learned in the last 6 months. Look what I've learned as a YouTube photographer. Um, you want Canadian slang? You want Canadian slang? I should do a video about Canadian slang. Guess what? Just watch my 2.5 hour live stream with 2.5 hours. We were just joking around. Me, um, Steph Outside, and Wood Pigeon. Oh my God! If you know those two, Steph Outside and Wood Pigeon, that was 3 times Canadian right there. We had 3 Canadian blokes basically meeting each other for the first time on my Google Hangouts. Yeah, I'm crazy that way. Um, Gets you triggered. Random, but taps or faucets. Well, you know what? Let me get a drink of water from the tap, and I gotta replace the faucet. Yeah, I understand both of them, but you guys have some blokes. So was it blokes? So yeah, blokes. Taps or faucet. I understand both of them, but I think Heather was calling the drain in the sink. She had an Aussie expression for which do I say? I'm gonna get a drink of water from the tap, but if I'm gonna fix it, I gotta fix the faucet. So if that makes any sense to you, it's you know what? Dang it, the faucet's broke, but I'm gonna get a drink of water from the tap. No, no. Yeah, it's true. That's the way my brain thinks. So yeah, but my vocabulary is pretty much yeah, off the charts. When I'm looking at a map, I know I'm not staring at the camera right now, guys, but I'm looking at the map, and I'm looking at, Australia's down here, and I got a world map right behind me. So just to remind me the fact that I'm talking internationally, it's a big old world. It's a big old world. There's a lot of sayings out there, and yeah, we are just a bunch of crazy Canadian. It's a toilet. Nope, definitely Peter Deli. Dunny is definitely, you own that one. You own Dunny, because I call it the toilet, the crapper, the I call it, sometimes I even call it old people say Dunny. Yeah, I call it the toilet, the crapper, the big white phone. I call it the big white phone because yeah, you're able to. Good morning. Kelly Reynolds. Good morning, Kelly Reynolds. Well, thanks for jumping in. And what am I going to be for Halloween? You going trick or treating? Give me some candy, eh? let me do that right. Okay, so maybe I'll dress up like Bob and Dub McKenzie, maybe one of the two hosers, and I'll be like, trick or treat, eh? Give me some candy, eh? Oh, you hoser? Oh, you got a Snickers? Oh man, I'm more of a Mars bar guy myself. Oh, you hoser. That'd be awesome. Yeah. So where was I? I call it a toilet. I call it a toilet. Just like this conversation, right down the toilet. Who else? Who else up back in the house? Got inspired, John. Are you still out there, buddy? Are you listening to any of this nonsense that's going on right now at 6:05? And my coffee's getting cold and all that kind of stuff. Inspired, John. Drop a smiley face. Let people know you're in here, and I'll send them over to you too, buddy. Inspired John, awesome guy. I love the rapport that him and Yankee had on that 1 o'clock Saturday. I was literally in the middle of trying to create a nice studio atmosphere for you guys without encroaching on Christina's workspace, and we finally hashed it out what we're gonna do. All of my equipment right now, guys, is right behind me. All the stuff that I have to set up, and I mean, I could change the look because sometimes it gets really bright in the window, so I have to combat the lights out there, and sometimes I just want the spotlight on me so I can just sit here and chill. And I wanted to make sure that you guys were getting the best show you can. And dang it, my computer crapped. I had camera one, camera two, camera three, a break. I had intro. I had all that stuff that great YouTubers are doing. And I'm not just whistling Dixie here, guys. I seriously had it set up, and I'm pretty sure that the intro, and well, actually, Mammy can back me up. She saw it. I literally gave her a quick run through when I was setting up my audio last night at 10 o'clock before I crashed off to bed. Sorry, last night at 21:45 was it? Yeah. 21:22, something like that. Yes, and hey, and there you go. Yeah, it did. Thanks, Mimi. Appreciate that. But I'm staring at that computer. I tell you. How about how do I look now? How's that? Did that light put a spotlight on me, or did it make my nose shine? What's going on? It's 6:46. Getting him. It did look okay. Getting him Millen. Let me think about that. Did you know that Sir Thomas Cropper invented the flush toilet? Thus, going to the Cropper, the world all makes sense now. Ah, yes, the world all makes sense now. Did you Google that? Did you Google that right now? Did you just look that up? Seriously? Okay. Guys, no horoscopes this morning? Seriously? No horoscopes? Because I'm kind of curious. I haven't even read mine yet this morning, and maybe I'll just do that because that's where the moment is taking me right now. I think they watch. So, did you know? Kelly Reynolds, you don't know what your horoscope is? Give me your birth date. I might be able to guess it. I'm a little shaky on Capricorn, Aquarius, and all that kind of stuff. But if you drop everybody else, if you drop your horoscope, if you drop your star sign, yes, star sign. If you drop your star sign, August 4th, June, July. I'm gonna guess that you're either Gemini or Cancer. So Gemini or Cancer. And just for slips and giggles, I'm gonna do Aries first. I got 15 minutes. Aries first. First time reading it. My horoscope this morning. First time reading it. And if you've seen anything that's happened to me today, I'm in for a heck of a surprise. But I also want to give you this disclaimer. I do not pretend to be the horoscope guru or the genius who knows all. I'm literally getting this off of the awesome website at. Here's how I'm going to drop a link from now on. Banner roll. www.astrology.com. Wait a second. That's backwards. Oh, because I got it on selfie. Hey, I wonder what happens if I go like this. Nope, can't see through it. Imagine that frontwards, guys. Astrology.com. That's where I get my horoscopes from, because every once in a while they ring true. So I'm going to read it. Here it is today, October 27, 2018. If you have too many ambitions, you run the risk of having too many disappointments. Pare down your long list of things to do before a big milestone in your life, so you aren't setting yourself up for feeling inadequacy. Whoa. Just take each day as it comes. Just take each day as it comes. Work on your important goals when you can, but let go of outlandish predictions and unrealistic retirement fantasies. It's like I'll be working the rest of my life, guys. Instead of dreaming about the future, enjoy all the wonderful things that the present has to offer. And you know what? I take a moment. I literally do. I take a moment in this hectic, energy-filled mind that's always constantly going. I definitely take a moment to chill, guys. And that was an awesome horoscope for today. So let's keep this going, guys. These are great horoscopes from www.astrology.com. They're kind of funny to read, and I just do it for slips and giggles. So you got like a few seconds. I think Capricorn came up. You know what? I'm just going to go with Capricorn for whoever came up. Cusp, Capricorn, and Gemini. So Capricorn for today. And then I'll do Leo. Okay, Capricorn for today. In the mood for an overhaul? Well, the universe is putting out a lot of transitional energy right now, and there will be many possibilities for you to change your style or attitude. A shopping trip may be in order. Hit the mall with one of your most fashion-forward friends and see what new looks you'll feel like adopting. If slogging through the cloud, excuse me, if slogging through the crowds in search of the perfect outfit isn't your idea of a fun time, then flipping through a fashion magazine may help you uncover a whole new you. So there's Capricorn for today. And while I still have it in my head and I don't lose it, let's go to Leo. Leo, which is also my mom, is got a good one today. She's doing some business. I know you guys have seen Ma and Pa Million in here before. Wow, that does some harsh stuff to your light with the. Ooh. Look, a squirrel. Leo, October 22nd, 2018. The way you relate to other people has been evolving lately, and this could start to cause some confusion today. Right now, the more you disagree with people, the better you will feel. Ooh, don't want to get in an argument with my mom today. This seems a bit counterintuitive, but it will start to make more sense as the day progresses. Think about it. Every time you step up and say something that everyone else disagrees with, you are affirming your convictions and strengthening your pride. Well, we all know about Leos and their pride, so good on you. I haven't seen any other horoscopes pop up, but I know my mom's going to watch this on the rewind, so I'm going to do Sagittarius for my dad. Sagittarius, awesome. That's what I'm saying. This is astrology.com. I don't know. They must have fantastic writers. You know, that's basically all I'm saying. It just because every time I read mine, it's just like it hits the nail on the head, and I'm like, I love this site for catching on my daily horoscopes, and it keeps me on track. Like, oh, my horoscopes today said, of course I'm going to have trouble with OBS, and it's going to crash 4 minutes before I've got a freaking show going on, and I need to freaking be way more chilling than Millen right now. So, Sagittarius, it's a wonderful day for you to just talk, listen, and laugh. Make yourself comfortable in a room full of people you love today, and you will be as happy as you can be. You can sit and chat with these people for hours, sharing funny stories and giving folks an update on what's been going on. What you hear won't surprise you too much, but just catching up and sitting in the same room together will be thoroughly enjoyable. The happy energy will be undeniable. That's for my dad. Have a great day, Dad. Gentleman Millen needs a break. My dad is actually going for some testing today. He's been battling with cancer for a while, and not cancer. rewind, delete. He's been battling with diabetes for a long time, and I don't know if you guys know that what kind of toll diabetes can have on the body. But he's going in for some tests right now. There's nothing serious, but I'm 50. He's in his 70s, and it's that time. It's that time where your parents are you really start to realize how dear your parents are to you, and yeah, we'll go with that. It's 6:53 right now, guys, and I think I might. I think I might call it early, and we'll go from there. Uh, it's been great having you guys in the room. I absolutely enjoy my mornings, and it's been very thought provoking for me, and it gets my mindset for the day, gives me a spring in my step. And thanks everybody for coming out, and hope you enjoyed the show. It wasn't what I had expected this morning, but hey, I'm just chilling with Millen, and I go with the flow. So everybody just have a good one. And remember, where will you chill next?